Hi guys, it's me again. Um, a little bit, upset today, and let me tell you why. Um, so why am I sad? I'm sad because I've been feeling this for a long time, to be honest. Do you ever feel like you're alone? Do you ever feel like you have nobody? You have a big family, but you can't get along with your family to the point that you just want to isolate yourself from them. You don't want to involve yourself. You don't want to go to family gatherings because you know that you're just gonna feel uncomfortable. Most of the time, that's how I feel. Like I said, I don't have bonding with my siblings, and I grew up not having my parents, so pretty much grew up by myself. You know, we came to Australia when I was 12 and pretty much live with relatives. So imagine when my mom and my dad split up, I think I was 6, 7, I can't even remember, but I was young. I was very young. So my dad moved to Australia. My mom stayed in Philippines, and I didn't even live with my mom, to be honest. I lived with my grandparents, my nanay and tatay. They looked after me. So my mom is the type of mom who don't care about her kids. I'm not sure actually if she does because I never felt that she did. So all I know is that she was selfish because she can think about is her own happiness. And there's a point in my life where I started to enjoy, life again, and I was having fun. Her cousin adopted me, and she would buy me everything I wanted. She would give me what I want. She would care for me, and she would love me. And one day, my mom came, and they were drinking. She was drunk, and they were fighting over me. And she made me choose, between her and her cousin, who I called mommy at that time. So as a kid who wanted that love, who wanted my mom to be by my side, of course I will pick my mom. So I chose her. My mama, Linda, got so angry with me, she stopped talking to me. She never talked to me after that. I think I was in grade 5 when she took me. So after my mom got me, I thought I would live with her and, be with her. But I was wrong because she just dumped me to my nanay and tatay, to her parents. So, I live with them. I remember because I used to always help them out in their vegetable garden because they have a vegetable garden, and I would sell the vegetables, walk around the neighborhood and selling vegetables with this little kid holding a basket and shouting out vegetables, eggplants, and snake beans. I would shout, and I feel so happy every time I sell those vegetables, because I wouldn't know that I will bring money to my grandparents and we will have something to eat. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like I'm so kawawa. No, like I was happy. I was happy doing it. So there was a point as well that I did live with my parents, with my mom and her boyfriend. And being a kid who's not having your parents around, you always want that love from a mother, from a father. So I remember before that I used to call her boyfriend Papa, or not Papa, Tatay, because I call my dad Papa. So I would call him Tatay because I want to have a father. I want to feel like I have a dad, because my dad wasn't around. So I would call him Tatay. And he was nice. He was nice to me. He would buy me things, and he doesn't smack me or he doesn't get angry. So I was happy for a while. And then, I don't know, we came here. My dad took us. We came to Australia when I was 12. And I remember being so excited. I was so excited to see my dad again after how many years I get to see him again. I used to imagine my hands, like these hands. I used to look at them, and I would pretend that they were my dad's hands, and that I could hold him and I could see him. So very excited to see him. And so we got here. It was December something, and I was shocked because as soon as we arrived, we only did a stop over to his house, and then he talked to us, and then he said that we were not gonna be living with him. So 12-year-old, your dad, who you miss so much, who you've been longing for a long time, would tell you, sorry, you're not gonna be living with me, because his wife is doesn't want to, his new wife doesn't want to. And so we end up staying with his brother. So I would stay with one uncle, and my brother would stay with another uncle, and my sister would stay with his sister. So growing up, it's hard. It was very hard. Imagine, we came here, we didn't know how to speak English, and and we didn't know what type of life they're having. So, but all we know is that we need to help around the house. We need to clean. We need to look after the dogs. We need to cook, do laundry and all that stuff before we go to bed. We have to clean. Before we go to school, we have to clean. And when we come home from school, same thing. So we weren't really, having a good life here. So, but still, we get to see him every weekend. So he'll come and visit us to drop us some snacks for our school, and that was our life for a while. Until one day, I get to stay with him and live with him. And I remember my stepmom, she cooked something that I didn't like, and I was so hungry that I ate noodle. I cooked myself noodles, and she was so mad that I didn't eat what she cooked, and she slapped me. I think I was 14 years old. 14 years old at the time. She slapped me, and then I was crying, and I ran away. And just because of, I know I wouldn't eat what she cooked. A packet of noodles is what I ate. So she was really upset about that. So I couldn't stay with him. I didn't want to stay with him anymore. So I ended up moving back to his brother and sister. So um how old was I? I was, I think, 15. I started working at McDonald's and Hungry Jack's. So I would go to school, and our school is like so far away from my work because we work around Blacktown area, and then I have to go to city. So it's like 1 hour or something by train. And I would go to work and then still go to school. And my sister lives near the city, so we stayed with her. And because we were working, we just give her like $50 for food. It was okay for a while, until one day we had a problem, you know, and she blamed me. I wouldn't go to details because, yeah. So she blamed me, and she told my dad that I wasn't studying, that, you know, that, oh, I'm doing a lot of bad things. And so my dad sent me back to Philippines. No question asked. You're going back to Philippines. I was 16 years old. So I stopped my study. I think I was in year 9 at that time when he sent me to Philippines. And he told me I'm not gonna be there for long. So just so I learned my lessons. So I said, so what about my study? Can I study in the Philippines while I'm there? And he said no. So I missed one whole year. It took me about a year before I came back to Australia. So I came back and I just went back to work. I couldn't be bothered studying again because, seeing your friends, they're all like year 11 and you're stuck in year 9. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. It's embarrassing. Being a kid, you don't think about your future. Just for you, it's embarrassing. So I didn't continue my study. Just went to work. And since then, I pretty much look after myself. So I moved out from my sister, and I met my kid's dad. So I moved with him. I was 18 when I got pregnant to my eldest. And I tried to have, a full family. I tried to give my kids that family that I didn't have. So I was just staying with him. I stayed with him for a long time. Even though I wasn't happy, even though, like, because it's hard to be happy when you're broken. To be honest, I'm not saying he didn't try to make me happy. He did try, but I was too damaged. I was already suffering from depression at that time, from my parents and all things that happened to me. I was already depressed. So when you have depression, it's hard to be happy. It's hard to be content. It's hard to not be sad sometimes. It's hard to love somebody and you're looking for that love from other people, but you don't see what's in front of you because you're looking at, love from someone else, from your parents, from your siblings. And it got to the point that I think he gave up on me. He found someone else, and the thing is, when he found someone else, it was so easy for him to let go of me and the kids. For me, it was so hard because I'm a mom and I tried to hold on to a complete family. It's very hard. So I'm not being selfish. I'm not being selfish like my mom did. I wouldn't do that to my kids. But for guys, it's like so easy for them to just kind of give that up. It's so easy for them to not have their kids around. So yeah, we moved back to Sydney, and after 12 years I moved back closer to my family because I was so far away from them. Where we lived with me and my partner, I didn't have any family around me. I didn't have anybody, not even friends. Because I would just stay home and look after the kids and, drop them off to school and pick them up. I had 4 kids, 4 boys. So it's hard to have a life when you have little kids. So moving back here, and I thought it's gonna be different. I'll be more happy and but I was wrong because nobody, none of my siblings helped me out. None of them was there to support me. None of them was worried about me. And to be honest, they add more things to my stress. I'm not gonna go into details of what they did, but they added more stress in me than helping me out. So imagine all these things that happened to me, and I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I'm still hoping that one day I will be happy, that God will give me that happiness that I've been asking for. And you know why I don't see it? Because I was too focused on looking back at those people, looking back on that wanting to be loved by them, that I'm forgetting the people that's in front of me, the one that loved me, the one that's there for me. Because I'm looking at, I'm looking so far away. I didn't see that until I lost it. That's how you realize that these people actually was there for you and now they're gone, and that's when you realize it. And it's okay. It's done. What's done, you can't get that back anymore. I'm happy for him that he found himself another person. So yeah, sometimes I wonder why I'm still here. Sometimes I wonder why I'm strong, and it's because of all the things that I've experienced made me stronger. I can live by myself. I can be fine by myself. So I don't need all these people. to live, to be happy. Because sometimes when you keep searching, you forgot that you're actually been doing it on your own, that you're fine, that you're okay, you can do it. And sometimes I do ask God, like, why am I still here? I don't want to be here anymore. Sometimes I ask Him if my life is not gonna change, if I'm not gonna be happy, just take me, because I don't want to be sad anymore. Like, just things like that goes in my head, to be honest, when I'm weak. And I would just pray. I would pray to Him. Give me more strength for my kids, not for myself. Give me more strength so I can be there for my kids. Because I know that if I'm gone, what's going to happen to them? Who's going to look after them? I don't have my parents to look after them. I don't have my sister and my brother to look after them. Or their dad. Their dad's not going to look after them. He's got his own family. Like, maybe he would, but then it'll be different. It'll be different. So that's what I've been holding on. I've been holding on for my kids. I've been holding on, hoping that one day my happiness will come. That one day I will feel better. That one day I will no longer cry. I would cry not because I'm sad. I would cry because I'm happy. So we can't give up. We can't, surrender. We can't give in to temptation of just ending everything because there's no more solution. There's no more, there's no happiness for us. But how would we know that? How would we know that we're gonna be like this forever? We wouldn't know. Only God knows that. We can't predict. We can't think ahead. We just have to hold on. We just have to keep hoping. We just have to keep fighting. Because we can make our life better. You can make your life better by doing something about it. But if you don't do anything about it and you just mope around and be sad about your life will never be better. Your life will never get easier. Your life, will just be the same over and over again because you're not trying to help yourself. You're not trying to move on. You're not trying to let go of all this pain that's, causing you to feel this way. I'm not telling you that I don't feel that way, because sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm weak. Sometimes I'm crying for no reason. Sometimes I don't want to do anything. A lot of times I think about, ending everything. But I keep fighting. I want to motivate you to keep fighting. I want to tell you, that one day you will look back and you will say to yourself that you made it, that you're strong. You're stronger because of all this experience. God will not give us all this problem if we can't handle it, to be honest. That's what I believe in. There's nothing in, that He would give us that would break us. If you break, That's your own decision, no one else. You know, for me, if you do that, then we let these people win. We let the people that hurt us win. So, what's the best way to make them feel that they didn't win, that you win? Because one day you'll show to them that even without their love, even without their help, that you made it. You are stronger. I'm not telling you my life story to be sorry for me. You know, I'm not telling my story to embarrass my family, or I'm telling my story because it's my way of trying to release all this negativity, all this thought, and to somehow help somebody, to keep fighting, to be stronger. I keep telling myself that I'm not the only one who's crying at night. I keep telling myself that I'm not the only one who's suffering from depression. That's what helps me to fight back. That what helps me to get up in the morning and go to work. I smile at people. I would pretend sometimes that I'm okay. And it's okay to pretend, because you don't want other people to see that you're not okay. Maybe that person, it's not feeling okay too, then they will affect, you will affect their emotions as well. So they said the best medicine is to smile. And, to be honest, when someone smiles at me, it makes me feel better. Because it's like, I don't know, you see someone happy, you're happy. So I just want to share to you guys so you can understand me better, and hopefully I can help you hold on to something and to keep fighting, and inspire you that one day you'll look back and we're both happy. One day we'll look back to this and say, hey, I'm okay now. Lucky I didn't give up on life, because I'm happy now. That's what I'm hoping for. And so, anyway, bye-bye. I will see you guys next time. And please support and like and subscribe. I would like to hear your opinion and what you gotta say. I will not take it too hard. And hopefully I help you and you can help me. So thank you. Bye-bye.